Hi ladies and gentlemen, let's go through this first piece of triangle plus one activity. So since you have to do a rotation here, what we need to do first is think back to that video that we watched on how to complete a transformation, and you need to, on a separate piece of paper, first make sure your screen brightness is all the way up, and you want to draw this original figure onto your piece of paper. Okay? So once we draw it on, we're going to, one moment, this is not ideal. And we label our vertices A, B, C, and we draw that midpoint M on there, okay? So then we have to, our next step is we draw it on the piece of white paper, and now we need to write it or draw it on our patty paper. So you place your patty paper over the screen. I need to tape it down because I can't use two hands. Tape it down, tape it down. And now I have my patty paper on top, and I need to do the same thing I did with my paper. I need to draw this shape on my patty paper. So now I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to go over the outside of my shape. Remember, you don't want to press too hard because you don't want to mess up your computer screen. Make sure, ooh, geez, my finger was in front of that the whole time. So you draw all three of your sides and draw your midpoint on there. When you're done, your patty paper should look something like this. And remember, once I'm going to talk about in this next half of the video, I'm going to show you what we have to do to actually do those rotations. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we have our patty paper with our shape on it. We have the original figure down below. When we think back to our patty paper instructional video, we were told that when we have a piece of patty paper and we draw our shape on it, we need to come through and we need to poke through all of our vertices with our pencil so that we can easily transfer those vertices when we do our transformation, whether it's a rotation or reflection or translation. So now my patty paper has my holes in our vertices, and we can now do these transformations. So what we're going to do is the instructions tell us that we have to rotate triangle ABC 180 degrees using center M to form triangle ACDA. So we have to put our patty paper on top of our shape, and we have to rotate it 180 degrees. So that means the bottom of my patty paper is going to be, now it's going to be pointing up. So I'm going to put my pencil on point M because it says our center is M. So you put your pencil on M when your center is M, and you rotate it 180 degrees so that it falls like this, okay? And then once you've done your rotation, you need to take your pencil and poke through all of your vertices to the white paper below so that you can see where your vertices fall of your new shape. So when I move my patty paper off, I have my point here, I have my point here, and I have my point here. So I need to take my pencil and I need to connect them. And now, here comes the easy part. We have to now label our vertices with their new names. So A and C are already labeled for us. So if we think back to the name of this new triangle, it said it was going to be called AC or ACDA. It was going to be called CDA. We have our A, we have our C, so this new vertice up here is going to be labeled D. So this is what your figure should look like after you have rotated it 180 degrees around this midpoint right here, okay? So that's what this should look like. Nice job, guys.